Good morning. I am really glad that I watched Nettie's podcast this morning, which told me to breathe. I had some technical difficulties this morning, but here I am. And welcome. Good morning. Come on in. Let me know where you're tuning in from. Welcome. All right. Come on in. Let me know where you're coming in from. And let's get started. Let's see. It's a bit delayed today. Here we go. Thanks for being here, everybody. As I say every week, if you find value in these podcasts, then just let me know in the chat. Sometimes I cannot see the chat during the podcast, but I do check them and respond. And let's get rolling. Well, welcome to today's podcast number 68. And again, please let me know where you're tuning in from. And my name is Karen Smith Frazier, and I am your podcast host. I am really passionate about helping others, especially women of a certain age, like me. I'd like to help them move beyond fear, challenge harmful silence, and speak truth in ways that create change and make room for growth. I'm a life coach and advocate, and look forward to the day when we can all find the courage to overcome fear and break free from feeling stuck in cycles and systems that really are not serving us and not serving the common good. Yeah, I'm one of those folks. Yes. Moving from nursing and school nursing to this didn't all happen out of the blue, even though sometimes I'd like to think it did. It seems like that would be cooler, but no, I'm just me. For years, I felt like something was calling me to more, but the distractions of day-to-day life and other people's expectations gave me plenty of excuses to delay. So it went to the back burner. The back burner excuses were where I lived. Those valid excuses I'm talking about, like the one called later, or when the kids grow up, or when I retire. You know what I'm talking about? After stalling for a few years due to no clear plan outside of nursing, a car accident and injury helped give me the momentum needed to pour into myself, to figure out a new way to serve others outside of nursing. Now I don't wish a car accident or injury to be your wake-up call. And I hope that this podcast is a reminder that you don't have to wait for something drastic like a health scare or significant loss to get motivated to explore options for this stage of your life. At every stage, you were created to create. It is okay and possible to take time to discern and focus on finding and developing your next stage. And I encourage you to take the time. But like an old comfy pair of socks, sometimes staying in delay is more comfortable than making a change, even if that change would be good for us. Old socks are familiar and may even have a history and have served us well over the years. Why change them out? Karen, I love my socks, I can hear you saying. Well, this brings me to today's podcast title. I hate to break it to you, but it's time for some new socks. Yes, I know they might be the birthday socks from your favorite cousin or a pair you received from grandma when you were 15 years old that happen to still fit, even though your pinky toe gets caught in the threads every now and then. Friends, it is time. Changing life patterns is like getting rid of old socks. First, it requires overcoming comfort. For me, the discomfort, at least with my socks, was visiting friends who require you to take off your shoes when you go in the house. Little did I realize that I had a hole in the bottom of my sock. Well, now I know why that part of my foot was colder than the rest. I had been so comfortable that I overlooked the obvious, that obvious need for change. And like you may be noticing that what has served you for years, that which has allowed you to build a comfortable life or at least comfortable routines to get through life, well, they're no longer fulfilling your needs. They're worn out, not working as well as they used to. So after we do realize that a change is an option, and maybe that you're called to it, some discomfort will be involved. This can start with swapping out those old socks, which can be an analogy for some of those circumstances in your life that you don't love but have been tolerating. Second, we get to acknowledge that they no longer serve us. My holy sock was not serving me, but I still would launder them and stick them back in my drawer. I could have taken a needle and thread and sewn them. I could have thrown them out and acknowledged that they served me well over the years. Realizing patterns in our behavior that are not serving us any longer or are just routine is a great thing. Because if we notice, we can acknowledge the behavior and replace it with something that can serve us in this time, right now. And third, accepting the discomfort of letting go. Change, even if it is for the better, can be uncomfortable and even a bit scary. But that bit of fear doesn't have to be the same as a stop sign. Most, if not all, of our next moves will be made without all the facts. That's just the reality. But I encourage you to dig a little deeper and find that courage that is telling you that the consequences of not changing is huge. Not just for you, but also for those who are waiting to be served by you. Those waiting to benefit from that which only you uniquely can give. Just like how old socks can cause you discomfort, whether it be cold feet or chafing from those loose threads getting stuck between your toes, there are consequences when we delay. And a major one is regret. So what'll it be? I know changing lifelong patterns of behaviors can be hard, but ignoring that which is not benefiting us, even if the discomfort is comfortably familiar, may be a sign that you are compromising more than you really have to. Hey, I'm just a messenger, but just know that it may be time for you to change out your old socks. It may be time for a new color or a new pattern to fit the outfit of the new you are becoming. It may involve letting go of the familiar comfort. It may be hard to admit that it is time for them to go. It may be hard to accept that you know they need to go, but you're stalling for some reason or feel stuck. To be honest, I think that discomfort is expected and maybe a bit of disappointment when you know you've been holding off due to fear of the unknown. It's okay. Today is a new day, and I already know that you know how to do hard things. Me too. Now you get to think about a comfort that will come when you slip on a new pair of socks, a new action that fits, that are the size that flatters and highlights the growth you have made over a lifetime, that no longer needs to be bottled up or covered up with an old threadbare sock. So yeah, it may be time. Look for those new socks. They're out there. They're waiting for you. Just saying. All right, I'm just gonna check here to see anybody tuned in. Thanks for being here today. If you found value, let me know in the chat. And if you would like to connect with me and talk a little bit more about how I can serve you, how I can maybe able to work with you as you maybe are going through transition or dealing with some changes or kind of have an inkling in your gut that it's time for a change, just let me know. Direct message me at Karen Smith Frazier, and I look forward to hearing from you. In the meantime, follow, like, just let me know if this material is helpful, and I will see you soon. In the meantime, unleash your brilliance, uncover your light. The world is waiting for you. Take care.